Have you ever been invited to hang out with your friends, but are worried about how that will drain your already depleted bank account? If so, you're in the right place, because in today's video, we're going to give you the ultimate guide to becoming wealthy and staying wealthy. Before we begin, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this. The first thing you need to know is how to budget for that. Look into the 50-30-20 rule. What is that, you ask? The 50-30-20 rule is a way to handle your money sensibly. You break your take-home income into three parts. Part 1, use 50% for necessities. This includes necessities such as housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. These may differ from individual to individual, but they are the necessities for living comfortably. Part 2, use 30% for your wants. These are the items that make life more enjoyable and comfortable, but aren't basic necessities, such as dining out or streaming services, shopping, or pastimes. Part 3, use 20% of your savings to pay down your debts. This section is critical for both saving for the future and paying off any debts you may have, particularly those with high interest rates. Enacting this regulation, several steps are involved in the work. Setting your budget, determine what belongs into each category depending on your needs and lifestyle. Sticking to it once you've established your percentages, try your hardest to keep within those limitations each month. Keep track of where your money goes, especially for wants and needs. Parts, try to avoid overspending by modifying as needed. Because things change, it's okay to adjust your budget over time. You just might need to readjust the percentages based on what works best for you. It may appear to be straightforward, but there are several frequent blunders to avoid when spending money on pleasant activities. It's tempting to overspend on items you enjoy, but keeping wants at 30% or less is critical. Forgetting to save 20% for savings and debts is critical for your future financial security. Don't skip it. Your financial future will thank you. Not updating your plan as your life changes. Keep it updated to match your current situation by following this simple plan and being mindful of where your money goes. You can build a more secure financial future for yourself. Being skilled at managing your cash flow is important in determining how well off you'll be financially. In College of Accounting, they teach about cash flow in businesses, and you might think you'll never need those lessons. But you do, because you see in your personal life, it's the same story. We've got to deal with the money coming in and going out. Imagine your money as water in a hose. To keep things healthy, more water should flow in than out, or at least the same quantity should come in as go out. Even if a firm has a lot of debt or expenses, as long as it pulls in more money than it spends, it's doing fine. Personal finance is similar in that you may have debts such as a mortgage, student loans, or a car payment, but what matters most is being cash flow positive, which means having more money coming in than going out. That is the key to financial health. So how do you become cash flow positive? There are a few videos on our channel that will show you exactly how to do that, so make sure to check them out now. The next step in becoming rich and financially free is to say no to unnecessary responsibilities. One major financial struggle for many people is taking on too many responsibilities they can't afford. It's not just about buying a new car or incurring credit card debt. It could also be starting a costly relationship or starting a family. Starting a family isn't a bad thing, but here's the deal. If your money is working for you now and you expand your family, your expenses will rise. Is your budget prepared for that? You might get a better job or a promotion, which increases your income, which sounds good. But as you get older, your expenses tend to rise as well. When expenses exceed your income, you may find yourself in a difficult situation where you have to work even harder to make ends meet. This cycle makes it difficult to save money and escape living paycheck to paycheck. As a result, many hardworking people become trapped, spending every dollar they earn. However, if you drive an old Honda and your neighbor drives a Mercedes, it's possible that they've gotten into a lot of debt to afford that shiny new car. However, I'll let you in on a little secret. Although a Mercedes may be comfortable, it will still get you from point A to point B equally well as a Honda. So, consider your options with peace of mind and understanding your net worth. Let's move on to the next method for becoming wealthy and financially independent: building an investment portfolio. A long time ago, someone went from being extremely poor to extremely wealthy. He achieved this by not only spending what he earned, but also by lending money to others and earning interest on those loans. Instead of spending that extra cash, he continued to lend it out, increasing his wealth even more. And eventually, he became the richest man in the city without having to work. In today's world, this may not work, but there are plenty of other ways to grow your wealth. For example, take a look at the S&P 500, which tracks the performance of 500 top US companies and has returned 10% on average over time. If you invest $1,000 a month in the S&P 500 from the age of 20 to 50, that could grow to almost $2 million. And that's only $1,000. If you increase that amount as you earn more, say $2,000, $3,000, or even $5,000, the potential to build wealth becomes enormous, which is a major factor in maintaining a positive cash flow. Now, investing in the S&P 500 and how it all works can get a little more detailed. We've covered that in our previous videos. Alright, so the next thing you need to do is to be liquid. Investing isn't always easy. For example, if you put $1,000 into the S&P 500 in June 2007 and had to take it out a year later due to an emergency, guess what? You would be looking at a negative return of 50%. It would take an additional 5 years until 2013 just to break even. This is because the stock market fluctuates greatly during crises, and it might take years for prices to recover. For this reason, if you're serious about stock investing, it's best to think long-term in order to see good profits. However, to feel financially secure, it's crucial to have liquidity. Being liquid means having enough cash on hand to cover you in the event of a job loss, business failure, or economic downturn. Having enough to cover bills for at least 6 months can really help to reduce stress. Having some cash on hand is crucial because, in an extremely scary situation like a stock market decline, it's better to hang on to your money rather than withdraw it. Having an emergency fund will also prevent you from making hasty decisions that could jeopardize your financial future. Speaking about that, having a plan is equally crucial. It may seem impossible to accomplish all of the financial goals we've discussed, but having a solid financial plan is the best thing you can do to keep you moving from point A to point B. It's never too early to start, no matter what stage you are in when it comes to your financial journey. Although it would be fantastic to win the lotto, there is also another possibility. Budget your money. Accumulating $1 million investment portfolio or a 6-month financial cushion won't happen quickly. Financial independence is the state of not having money control all of one's decisions, not simply enough to allow one to retire. Instead, than taking a job just because it pays a little bit more, you'll work on things that are actually important to you. A strong financial advisor may be the outside perspective you need to get your finances in order. Do you have any secrets to becoming wealthy and financially free? Life may become a little more colorful when you have fewer financial worries. When investing, please make sure you do thorough research and consult a financial advisor before making decisions that could drastically change your life. Thank you for viewing this video on becoming wealthy and financially independent. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more investing and personal finance related content. Here's to becoming wealthy and financially independent. Please share any thoughts you may have in the comments section below.